Want to get better at pickleball, but you don't have any friends? Been there. Here are 7 different drills that you can do on your own to get better at pickleball. Who needs friends when you have walls? There are actually a bunch of wall drills that I do on a semi-regular basis. I'm going to show you a couple of them. So the first one is going to be alternating forehands and backhands. One thing that's important to do when you're doing wall drills is to vary how far away you are from the wall. We can be up really nice and close to work on those very quick hands and blocks. And then we can also back it up where we're pretty far away from the wall to work on more power on our shots. Next drill here is going to be all backhands. That was the wall's fault. The wall wins again. The next one that I like to do actually has 4 components: a dink, a speed up, a counter, and then a reset. Dink, speed up, counter, reset. Dink, speed up, counter, reset. Dink, speed up, counter, reset. So Christian Alshon actually has a bunch of different wall drills that he does. He's posted a bunch of them on his Instagram page and his YouTube channel. Plus, sometimes he's shirtless in those videos, so, you know, it is what it is. But they are a great resource for a bunch of different, more creative wall drills. Next up, I can use the lobster ball machine to really groove my ground strokes. One of my favorite drills with this is to set the Pickle 2 up on the baseline, and I'm gonna have it shooting directly down this line. From there, I'm gonna aim directly back at the lobster. If I can hit the ball directly back on a straight line, it really helps me with my timing. It really helps me put that ball on a dime. Here's how I set it up. I have it feeding about once every 10 seconds. The speed is about 30 miles per hour, and it's got a little bit of topspin. Oh, delete that. Next up, I'm also going to work on my cross-court ground strokes as well. Next up is serves. Serves are super, super important. You're not gonna win a ton of points on your serve alone, but if you weaponize your serve, you can make your third shot a lot easier and get to the kitchen more frequently. So I practice my serve on my own a decent amount, and it's super important to always have a target. So I generally set my target up about 4 or 5 feet inside the court. When I'm serving, I feel like if I can get my serve to land in the back 6 feet of the court, I'm setting myself up for a much easier third. But you gotta practice it. Oh, gotcha, Chris. Yeah? How about a good review on my paddle? Oh, got him again. So there's a variety of ways that we can work on our volleys and our resets. If I'm just working on the technique of things, I'm gonna set up my lobster ball machine back at the baseline and just have it fire balls at me while I'm at the net. Once again, straight up and down the court. I'm not gonna have it all the way on the sideline like I did for working on my ground strokes, but I'm gonna position it more or less in the middle of this box. And the setup is gonna be very similar to what I did with my ground strokes earlier. So first and foremost, I'm gonna work on punching these drives right back at the person who just hit them. After somebody hits a big drive, a lot of times they're easy to catch in that transition zone if you punch the ball directly back to them. Next, let's say the shot is a little bit better. I'm gonna work, oh, that was filthy. I'm gonna work on my resets, just softening that ball up just a bit. Here the key is really to absorb the pace of that shot. I'm not punching back at it. I'm sort of letting the ball come to me. Woo! Next up, we're going to do our off the bounce speed ups. You'd be very surprised just how accurately this actually does simulate a real ball. If you can get really dialed in on these off the bounce speed ups here, it translates very, very well to in-game. So next up, we can work on our out of the air attacks. The way that I like to set up the ball machine here is, once again, at the baseline, simulating a third shot that's gone a little bit too far. I like to make it go cross court, and I'm gonna be standing up at the kitchen line to work on my backhand flicks here. So for this one, I'm still gonna have it feeding about once every 10 seconds at about 20 miles per hour. And here I'm actually going to give it a little bit of backspin. The goal is to have this ball landing about a foot or two behind the kitchen line. Oh, that's nasty. On this, I like to spread out the different targets, go a couple down the line, middle, cross court, because those are all realistic spots where you might want to take this fourth ball or this backhand flick. Ah, you can't end. All right, hold on, we gotta do that one again. All right, that was a good recovery. Unfortunately, not everybody is as psycho about pickleball as you or me, but if I took the day off every time I couldn't find somebody to hit with, I'd be missing a lot of days. You can still get very good practice without a partner. And if you're just here to watch me hit Chris Olsen with pickleballs, first, I don't blame you. Second, check out the video that I linked here where I practice my nasty Nelson on our boy Chris from the Pickleball Studio. I gotta make clean contact on one. Ouch. Ouch. This is harder than it looks. I don't want to get hit again. Zane, stop it. I've had enough. Look at me. I'm a 3-5 at best.